Manchester United enter the summer of 2025 with countless questions to answer, but none more pressing than revamping their attack. After a disastrous 2024-25 campaign, with just 4 wins in 38 matches and a 15th place finish, all the stats point to one harsh truth. United hit rock bottom in terms of goal scoring. Not a single player reached double digits in the Premier League. Key names like Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee managed just 5 goals each, a disappointment that reflects not just individual underperformance, but a total system collapse. With the arrival of Ruben Amorim, United need more than just a striker who runs into space. They need a frontman who can press aggressively, hold the ball up, operate independently up top, and most importantly, someone who understands the Premier League inside out. That's why Ollie Watkins stands out as a can't-miss name in United's rebuilding plans. Watkins isn't a flashy, headline-grabbing signing, but what he offers is exactly what United have been missing: consistency. Over 184 Premier League appearances, Watkins has scored 75 goals and provided 36 assists, the numbers of a dependable, season-after-season contributor. Whether it's against Manchester City, Arsenal, or bottom-half sides, Watkins always finds a way to make an impact. In the 2023-24 season, he contributed to 34 goals, 19 goals and 15 assists. And in 2024-25, despite Aston Villa's struggles, Watkins still netted 16 and assisted 8, firmly retaining his status as the team's top attacker. Crucially, Watkins never disappears in big matches. Many of his goals against top teams came with Villa playing on the back foot. His ability to operate independently and his elite physicality made him a constant threat in high-pressure games. Tactically, Ruben Amorim demands that his number 9 be more than a finisher. He must press relentlessly, link up with the 2 number 10s behind him, and hold the ball during quick transitions. That's almost a textbook description of Watkins. He brings pace, intelligent movement, and the flexibility to drop deep or drift wide. He's comfortable in tight spaces, connects well with midfielders, and has proven effective in multiple tactical systems, from 4-2-3-1 to 3-4-2-1, without ever looking out of place. That level of tactical adaptability makes Watkins an incredibly valuable asset, one that few strikers in Europe can match. Even more importantly, Watkins doesn't need a settling-in period. He won't require adjustment time or tactical trials. He's the kind of player you can throw straight into the starting sign on opening day and expect immediate results. In United's current state of urgency and limited margin for error, that's an invaluable quality. This summer, Manchester United have reportedly targeted at least 3 major names for the number 9 role: Viktor Gyökeres, Benjamin Šeško, and Bryan Mbeumo. But when you weigh it all up, Ollie Watkins still appears to be the most complete package: experience, consistency, and tactical fit to lead the line at Old Trafford. Gyökeres has caught fire at Sporting CP, scoring 97 goals in 102 appearances, and has become a fan favorite thanks to his explosive performances in Liga Portugal. It's no surprise that both Arsenal and Manchester United are monitoring him closely. But eye-catching numbers aren't everything, especially when transitioning to the Premier League. Gyökeres has never played top-flight football in England, and the pace and intensity of the Premier League have undone many strikers coming from slower leagues. Šeško, meanwhile, represents the high potential but not yet ready category. The Slovenian striker has just signed a long-term extension with RB Leipzig through 2029, and his release clause, once set at £55 million, is no longer valid. He scored 18 goals in the Bundesliga last season, which is promising, but he still lacks a breakout campaign at the highest level. Then there's Mbeumo, a unique, versatile forward who brings flair, creativity, and smart movement. But he's not a traditional number 9 and fits better as a supporting attacker than a line-leading striker. His value lies in complementing a system, not commanding it. Ollie Watkins, by contrast, offers the full package: Premier League experience, reliable output season after season, tactical versatility across multiple systems. Compared to Gyökeres, Watkins is already Premier League proven. He doesn't need an adjustment period. Compared to Šeško, he's already at his peak, not a potential star, but a finished product. Compared to Mbeumo, Watkins is a natural center forward, capable of leading the line independently and taking full responsibility for the attack. Tactically, Watkins also makes perfect sense for Amorim's system. He presses with intensity, drops deep to support build-up when needed, and is especially clever at finding and exploiting gaps between defensive lines. Exactly what's required from a number 9 in Amorim's 3-4-2-1 setup. Ideally, if United were to sign both Watkins and a player like Mbeumo, Watkins would serve as the foundation, the focal point that allows creative players around him to flourish. And remember, Watkins is still chasing that 100-goal mark in the Premier League. With 75 already to his name by summer 2025, he's making solid progress and shows no signs of slowing down. Players with clear personal goals often bring the kind of drive that elevates entire teams. At 29, Ollie Watkins should not be written off. While Manchester United and many other top clubs are busy chasing younger, flashier names on the transfer market, this gold rush for potential often blinds teams to players who can make an immediate impact. For Watkins, 29 represents the prime years of a striker who's accumulated experience, matured tactically, and still has the physical attributes to compete at a high level for at least 2-3 more seasons. This is the age when forwards understand their own game better. They know when to move, how to position themselves, and how to read situations, rather than relying purely on speed or raw power. From a financial standpoint, Watkins' reported transfer fee, estimated between 45 to 60 million pounds, is entirely reasonable, especially compared to the inflated values currently dominating the market. For a Premier League-proven striker, Aston Villa's valuation is competitive. In contrast, look at the fees for players abroad, like Viktor Gyökeres, Victor Osimhen, or Benjamin Sesko. Gyökeres is valued at no less than 70 million pounds. Osimhen has a release clause around 100 millions. Sesko just signed a long-term deal with RB Leipzig, and any potential fee could exceed 55 to 60 million, depending on conditions. In terms of wages, Watkins currently earns around £130,000 per week at Villa Park, a figure well within Manchester United's wage structure, especially under Ineos, which is implementing stricter financial controls. Even if United were to raise his salary to £150,000 to £180,000 per week, it would still be below what Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, or Jadon Sancho are earning. Another key factor is Aston Villa's financial situation. While qualifying for the Champions League is a sporting success, it also places them under greater scrutiny from PSR, profit and sustainability rules. To remain compliant, Villa may be forced to sell key players this summer to balance the books. However, the biggest variable for United lies within their own squad, specifically the future of Rasmus Højlund. If the Danish striker leaves, both the budget and the starting spot open up for Watkins. If Højlund stays, the dynamics change. Regardless, Watkins is the only player among United's striker targets who can start immediately, without needing time to adapt or adjust. The reality is, Manchester United are no longer reckless spenders. Under Ineos, every transfer must tick 3 boxes: reasonable cost, low risk, immediate impact. Ollie Watkins is the only one who checks all 3.